So originally, this video was gonna be about the admin Noli skin. But while I was playing to get Malice, I came across a hacker who was highly egotistical and who loves attention, so I'ma give him his attention. Now, while I was just playing, getting Malice from generators, I found my first piece of evidence against him, if you don't believe he's a cheater.
Huh?
I then obviously called him out about it, because that was the most blatant cheating I've ever seen in any Roblox game I've ever played. Like, come on, what the hell is this? He then almost completely ignored me as he just stared at me like he was gonna say, "Nobody's gonna believe you." I then immediately reported like 2 seconds after the small interaction. I then continued the match like nothing happened, but I know the killer must have been pissed because of this filthy dude. Now, this match was gonna be my turn, which originally was gonna be the showcase of the new Noli skin, but instead I was gonna try my best to kill this guy who was literally perfectly shifting his atoms through the wall. Now at this point, I couldn't find the hacker anymore as he probably clipped through the wall to escape me, even though I hit him for a good amount. But then suddenly, I saw it in charge of me, so I knew this was my chance to attack him. He missed his block, but before I could get one mouse one off, he front flipped over my head like we are in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. I then decided to kill the guest to get more time while I left the noob alone unless if I need to go into LMS. Once I found him alone drinking a Bloxy soda, I decided now was my time to shine against this slime. I got 2 hits in before he flipped away like a happy little girl playing hopscotch. He then came back to try and punch me to make me lose more time, but I was ready for it as I had noticed the block beforehand as I then start mauling him again. He then disappears into the wall like the Roadrunner running into the painting of a tunnel. I then use Observant to try and see where the hell this guy is, only to see him hiding in a pillar. Knowing that Nova is the only thing that could possibly damage this guy, I go ahead and start throwing it at the wall where he's inside the pillar, and it actually works. After, he jumps out of the pillar and into the next like a Super Mario 64 painting. I then try the Nova again, but it doesn't damage him this time. So then, I decide to use Observant again to see where he exactly is so I can hurt him with Nova. Only to see he has completely disappeared from the pillar and went somewhere else. Maybe he did enter a Super Mario 64 painting, only to see him in the blue dude house falling into a death area. Then the satisfaction of the LMS theme starts. I then completely destroy the noob with minimal effort as this lobby was mostly filled with new players. But then suddenly, some random started defending the hacker, saying I only won because I was using Noli, which, yeah, duh. But also this guy has to be friends with the hacker, there's no way they weren't. I then responded accordingly, trying to be the bigger man in this conversation, but my words weren't getting through this guy's thick skull. But before I could even respond, the next round started with me playing with the flannel Veronica, as I wanted to try out a new one. Also this was the hacker, so that's why I'm Wing plus essaying.
I told him that I have already reported him, but he didn't even seem to care. Which is fair because Roblox moderation system is worse than a goddamn migraine on nicotine. I then told him I was recording, but his literal response was just, "Hello, this is his user by the way, as I wanted to show you guys in case if you would like to report. But warning, do not harass this person. I am not asking for you guys to blow up his account or even find him off of Roblox because of this video. That is not what I intend to do or make. I'm not the average Pat God viewer. Anyway, see ya guys, as I just wanted to show you guys this small recording I have of me and these weirdos."